Today I'm making dehydrated cranberries, also known as craisins. Welcome to White Shadow Fare, where I'm making it homemade and I'm making it with love. You can use both fresh or frozen cranberries for this. You're going to pick through them, make sure there's no rotten cranberries. Look at all those rotten cranberries I got there. And make sure that every single cranberry is sliced open. So I did this by hand one time, and then the next time I put them in my food processor. So in a nice sized pot, go ahead and add 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar over medium heat, and you're going to bring that to a boil. Once that is boiling, you're going to add the cranberries that you have sliced and cleaned in batches. And you're going to cook them for no more than 60 seconds. You're trying to soften them and get a little bit of that sugar water on the outside. Cranberries are extremely tart. Once it's time to remove the cranberries, use a slotted spoon and put them in a separate bowl and do the next batch. To the top of each batch of cranberries that I have in the separate bowl that have already been in the water, I added about a tablespoon of extra sugar and mixed it around. The juice at the bottom is delicious. Add this to some tea or to some seltzer. It would be great in a mixed drink. So make sure that you hold on to this. It is liquid gold. If you're using a dehydrator or baking in the oven, you need to put parchment paper down because these are quite sticky. And then you're going to spread them out in a single layer and make sure that there's plenty of air between them. If you're using the oven, put it on the absolute lowest setting. As you can see, the bottoms are quite sticky. It's sticking to the spatula. I put these in the dehydrator at 135 degrees for about 24 to 30 hours. If you're dehydrating in the oven, you're going to want to check on these more frequently, at least every half hour to hour. So here I'm just showing you what they look like at different stages. If you want them extremely chewy, you can take them out a little bit earlier. I'm just loosening them and making sure that I can get air on the bottom side. And I'm also tasting them. If they are way too tart for your liking, you can still sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top of them. And that's why I'm loosening it at about the 12-hour mark. Mine went for about 30 hours. Some of them are kind of crisp, some of them are chewy. Then I take them off the parchment paper, stick them in my freezer. They come apart super easily. I've just been eating them by the handful, adding them to my yogurt. If you don't want to freeze them, you can put them in a jar and they'll last for about a month in your refrigerator. This will save you money. You'll be able to control the ingredients. There's nothing extra. To know when they're dehydrated to your perfect liking, you're going to take them off the dehydrating sheet, let it cool down for about 5 minutes, and then taste it. You'll be able to tell how chewy it is. When it's warm, they're always going to be chewy. If they're not the way you like them, put them back in the oven or back in the dehydrator. Thank you for joining me here at White Shadow Fair. I hope you will give this a try. Please consider liking and subscribing.